Hi, I'm Lisa Vogel with Travel Your Tree, where ancestry meets adventure. Welcome to Heritage Travel Tales, Episode 1, Kurowo, Poland. Let's get started. All right, Kurowo, Poland. When I was little, a couple years before I was born, actually, my grandfather died. And so I never knew him growing up when I was little. But I did have the privilege of knowing several of his siblings and his mother. And back in about 2009, I was diving deeper into my family history. And I asked my uncle, my grandfather's brother, my Uncle Ed, if he had any information. And sure enough, he had some information on where his father was born in Poland. And well, Poland is not exactly an easy country to read the records from because the records are in Polish, Russian, or German. But I took this birth certificate information that he had, which is shown here, and I said, wow, this is great. There's a lot of information here. So when you're asking your relatives what they have, hopefully they'll dig out a treasure like this and give you something like this where you have more information than you ever had before. Great about this birth certificate is it names not only the date and the place where he was born, but it also has his parents' names, John and Josephine. And that gave me a whole other generation back. And so just asking that question just brought me back a whole other generation in my family tree. But because it had the exact town he was born in, I could actually go and visit. So that's exactly what I did. Back in 2017, my mom and I went to Kurowo, Poland, and we also went to the local regional archive center to do some research. These are some pictures of a very old map from the late 1800s that showed what this area of Poland looked like and a lot of the different town names. And then to the right is a picture of me with my partner Michal in Poland doing research in this archives, looking up the family tree. Not only were we able to find out who my great-grandfather's parents were, but we were able to find 2 more generations back researching in the archives. And that was all because I asked the question, Uncle Ed, do you have any information? That one document led me to these discoveries. And my mom and I, after doing some research more in the archive, we actually saw all these records there in the original form and got to go see the church where my great-grandfather's family had worshiped near where they had lived. So this is a picture of the outside and the inside of the parish in Kurowo. Right nearby, down the street, was to the right, the family cemetery, and to the left is a picture as we were entering the town. It was very picturesque, very pastoral, and nothing can really prepare you for the sense of connection you have to the land where your ancestors were from, especially eating some of the food that they ate and going to nearby places and experiencing local kindness and local culture, even when you don't speak the language. Fortunately, I have partners that help me and handpick guides that serve as translators so that you really can get the full experience and know who you're talking to and what you're talking about, because I don't speak Polish. And of course, I don't read Polish. So having a local guide is very important and a translator that understands what your goals are and what you're there to do. And that's what I do at Travel Your Tree. I help people with their genealogy research or coordinating their genealogy research if it's in a language that I don't read or speak, and their travel planning, and even planning reunions on the road where you can get together with your parents like I did, or possibly your extended cousins, and then check out where your relatives were from and experience that together. So I hope you've enjoyed this little story. I plan to post more in honor of Family History Month, whether it's stories of my own or stories of some of my clients, and I hope that you enjoy them. Have a great day.